Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hopefully you're doing well. So this is going to be a sovereign citizen in court video, and I'm just going to stop now. This is a sovereign citizen who has already been convicted of murder. And I don't know what it is with sovereign citizens lately in murder, but this guy, in my opinion, should not be out roaming the streets with the rest of us. I'm drawing a blank on where I actually found this. It's been sitting in my downloaded videos folder for almost a week now, so if I can figure it out throughout the video, I will tag the original poster, but I am not going to, I'm not going to get my hopes up for that, because like I said, it's been sitting there unmarked and unlabeled for like a week in my downloaded folder. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. This is I believe it's a two-parter or a three-parter all jammed into one video, so just enjoy it.
Mr. Reynolds?
Judge, what was that preliminary exam date? You said 12/27 and then when?
January 3rd.
And yes, we're ready,
Mr.
Judge.
Reynolds?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Reynolds, state your name.
Your Honor, if I could probably clear this up, Mr. Reynolds is objecting to a video arraignment at this time.
Mr. Reynolds, state your name.
Irvin Reynolds.
This is case number 240608. Mr. Reynolds is being charged with count 1, felonious assault, did make an assault upon Elisa Jordan Smith with a dangerous weapon, to a pistol, without intending to commit the crime of murder or to inflict great bodily harm less than murder, contrary to MCL 750.82, a 4-year felony and or $2,000 fine. Count 2, weapons felony firearm, did carry or have in his possession a firearm, to it a pistol, at the time he committed the attempted to commit a felony, to it felonious assault, contrary to MCL 750.227B, 2 years consecutively with and preceding any term of imprisonment imposed for the felony or attempted felony conviction. Mandatory forfeiture of weapon or device. Count 3, domestic violence, did make an assault or an assault and battery upon Alyssa Jordan Smith, an individual with whom he had a dating relationship, contrary to MCL 750.81 subparent 2. That's a 93-day misdemeanor and or a $500 fine. A consecutive sentence may be imposed on MCL 750.506 sub small a if the assault was committed in a place of confinement, as well as habitual second offense notice. Appearances, please.
Lisa Coyle, appearing on behalf of the people.
And again, Your Honor, Sydney Rushing, P78830, on behalf of Mr. Reynolds. And again, Your Honor, I'd just like to advise the court, my client is objecting to a video arraignment. He would like to be arraigned in
Noted for
person.
the record. Noted for the record. Bond recommendation, Mrs. Coyle.
Your Honor, based on, he's currently on a parole hold. He has a parole violation, is returned to MDOC for he has a murder 2 out of 1992. He got 25 to 40. He was paroled in April of this year. This occurred in October of this year. As the court notes, it's highly assaultive, threats of death, with a weapon.
Okay, so this guy clearly didn't learn his lesson in prison. If you got convicted of murder in 1992, a whole 1 year after I was born, and you did, what, 25 to 40 years, and you're out, I think he paroled in April of 2024. And he's being accused of doing all this shit in, I believe, October of 2024. So, like, in six-ish months, you're out with a gun that you're not supposed to have as a felon, beating up a woman and threatening to kill her. Like, I don't want to say make the death penalty great again, but why are you out walking amongst us normal folk?
The complainant's statements are corroborated by the officer noticed a scratch under her chin. Also, they found the weapon in the backyard where he was detained once he fled from the officers. So for these reasons, Your Honor, although I know he's on a parole hold, he's likely going nowhere based on the allegations, based on the assault of nature. And I believe my guess would be the violation is the new case, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to ask for $50,000 cash surety and a tether if he is released, tether house arrest. But likely, I have a feeling this is what the parole is about.
Ms. Rushing?
Your Honor, we'd be asking Your Honor to consider a lower bond. That is an unaffordable bond. Again, my client is located at the Michigan Department of Corrections currently. So we're asking you for consider a lower bond. I believe a GPS tether is the least restrictive means if Mr. Reynolds is able to be released prior to the conclusion of this case.
Okay, for clear, convincing reasons, I find Mr. Reynolds a danger to the complaining witness and to the community. Based on a review of the investigator's report, there was an assault with a pistol. And then what is troubling, in the last sentence of the first paragraph, the victim stated, "He has my gun and he said he's going to kill me." And given his prior murder conviction, I believe he has great ability to carry out the threat. And so for those reasons, I find he's a danger to the community. I'm going to adopt the recommendation of other people of $50,000 cash surety. While his case is pending, he's not possessing any handguns, firearms, other dangerous weapons, no contact with Lisa Smith. If he's able to post bond.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Excuse me, Your Honor. I don't mean to be rude and interrupt, but
it's too late for that. It's too late for that.
Well, I mean, y'all got a whole other thing going on here. She don't represent me. She not my.
Do you guys think Mr. Reynolds is going to take the hint, shut his mouth, and stop interrupting the court? I say nay.
Okay. Give me one moment. Woo! Fun Friday. Okay. Okay, Mr. Reynolds, I just want you to listen. You were given a $50,000 cash surety bond, which is, I presume, an unaffordable bond. I find that you're a danger to the community. You'll have a bond redetermination hearing Monday, December 23rd, in front of Chief Judge McConical. Well, you have a bond return. That's 9 a.m. in front of Chief Judge McConical. Probable cause, December 27th, preliminary examination, January 2nd, in front of Judge Sabri. You have any questions regarding your bond conditions and or court dates?
I have a question concerning, what is this proceeding? Is this an arraignment?
Yes.
This is an arraignment?
You just been arraigned.
Okay, the thing I'm trying to explain is she not my attorney. She don't represent me. Okay. She been speaking on my behalf, and she's not my attorney.
All right, who's your attorney then?
I'm representing myself.
Big mistake.
And I'm making a special and limited appearance.
What's your bond argument? What's your bond argument?
I don't have a bond argument. I'm making a special and limited appearance. Just to challenge the subject matter jurisdiction of the court. And I'm telling you, this court don't have jurisdiction of the principal subject matter, which is the attachment action.
We're not really going to touch on the jurisdiction game because he still has another hearing to go to. But I wanted to point out that he's saying he's making a special and limited appearance. And I have to agree with him. He is making a special and limited appearance in society with us normal people before he heads back to prison.
Ready to roll. The gentleman that's in the Michigan Department of Corrections facility, can you tell me your name?
My name is Urban Reynolds.
All right,
and,
thank you.
I'd like to say that coming in, that I'll make a special and limited appearance just to challenge the subject matter jurisdiction of the court. And I'm saying that the court doesn't have jurisdiction of the principal subject matter, which is the writ of attachment that the prosecutor's office filed.
All right, your objection is noted. 1 second here. All right, this is State of Michigan versus Irvin Reynolds, case 24060877701. Today is the date set for a bond redetermination hearing. Can I have appearances, please?
Good morning, Judge. Steve Vincent for the people, P 71917.
Good morning, Jessica Shipe, number 81798. On behalf of Mr. Reynolds, sir, can you please state your full name for the record?
She's not my lawyer, Your Honor. This is an arraignment proceeding, right?
Mr. Reynolds, do you wish to represent yourself?
Is this an arraignment proceeding?
This is sort of like an arraignment. This is like a You are arraigned, and this is a hearing to see if the
Hold on,
bond.
you said I was arraigned?
Okay,
Did you just say I was arraigned?
Your Honor, may I step in? I see some notes here.
Well,
I haven't been arraigned.
Can I stop everybody right now? Ms. Shive, if Mr. Reynolds is indicating that he's not your attorney, then I'm going to ask that you hold tight right now. Mr. Reynolds,
I haven't been arraigned.
Sir, listen to me for a second. I'm trying to straighten this out. You indicated that you have not been arraigned?
Mm-hmm.
All right, 1 second. Let me take a look at what's in the file. Hold tight.
Yes, and I do have notes, so not on behalf of him, just to help the court.
I appreciate that. But let me see where we can get to. Hold tight, Mr. Reynolds. I have to look something up real quick. All right. So the system says that it was arraigned, but if that's a mistake, Ms. Shive, you indicated that you had some additional notes.
Yes, so the notes that I have, it looks like Mr. Reynolds did want to represent himself. He was spoken to and told his rights and all. And it looks like he was okay, it looks like he was objecting to being arraigned without being brought in person. It says that he wanted to be arraigned in person and he was objecting, but I do see that a bond was given and new dates were given. So it said no video arraignment. So I believe it was done without, he wanted to come in person.
Well, I would say this, Mr. Reynolds, I would say this, that's fair. If you want to be arraigned in person.
Hold on, wait a minute.
No, stop. You have the right to be arraigned in person.
They cut
Listen to me. I'm going to stop your audio because you're not listening to me, and I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'm indicating if you want to be arraigned in person, I am going to order you arraigned in person. And we're going to stop all this. If you stop talking over me, we wouldn't have this back and forth. All right. So I'm going to set an arraignment date. Let's see, today, the next date they have in front of you for, looks like there's an exam date scheduled for January 2nd, 2025. We're going to have the writ signed for you to be arraigned on that date. We'll see if that's enough time to transport you to 36th District Court for your arraignment, and then we'll take a PCC from there. So we'll schedule this for an arraignment January 2nd, 2025 before Judge Sabri. That's going to be your next date, and we're going to have a writ to bring you down to 36 for that hearing.
All right, guys, that's the end of the video. I'm kind of at my wit's end with Michigan's case search. I tried to look up Irvin Reynolds from the 36th District Court. There's two different search options for the 36th District Court, and I couldn't find this guy. I had the case number, put it in a bunch of different ways even. Couldn't find this guy, so if you guys want to, leave the information for me in the comment section for this. Maybe it's just because it's 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm just not trying to do this right now, but something had to happen with this. This is too big of a murderer who beat up a female, had a gun as a felon. I checked closed cases, open cases. I got nothing. You guys are gonna do better than me, so good luck. Good luck and Godspeed. That was the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it intrigued you as much as it intrigued me. It's, like I said, I've been covering Ricky Pierce, Daryl Brooks, these murderers that just happen to be sovereign citizens. Same thing with this dipshit. Hopefully he did make a special and limited appearance in public, and then he went right back to prison, but like I said, let me know in the comment section. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Peace.